Children, today we are going to see about organ systems in 5th standard science. In last class we saw about the digestive system and circulatory system and then respiratory system. In this class today we are going to see about the excretory system and the nervous system. Okay, let's see about the excretory system. Excretory system removes the waste products from the body. It also regulates water and electrolyte balance. Kidneys, lungs, liver and skin together function as excretory organs. Excretory system consists of the following. First one is kidneys. Second one is ureters. Third one is urinary bladder. Let's see in detail about the kidneys. Let's see kidneys. Kidneys means in Tamil Sirinirugam. Okay. The kidneys filter the blood to remove waste and produce urine. The kidneys are a pair of dark red bean-shaped organs placed behind the abdomen on either side of the vertebral column. The average adult's kidney measures about 12 cm in length, 6 cm in width and 3 cm in thickness. Right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney. Each kidney is covered by a fibrous membrane called capsule. Which membrane? Fibrous membrane called capsule. The kidneys are made up of millions of excretory units called nephrons, which are the structural and functional units of the kidneys. Nephrons are the structural and functional units of the kidneys. This is the picture of kidneys. This is the right side kidney and this is the left side kidney, bean shape. One pair means two kidneys, right side and left side, and this is the ureter and this is the urinary bladder. It looks like a bag shape, urinary bladder, and this is the funnel shape, urethra. And next we move on to ureters. This portion is we called as ureters. Let's see about the ureters. Two ureters connect the kidneys with the urinary bladder. Two ureters connect the kidneys with the urinary bladders. Urine formed from each kidney reaches urinary bladder through ureters. What is the second point? Urine formed from the each kidneys reaches urinary bladder through the ureter. Let's see about the urinary bladder. This urinary bladder is sac-like in shape and act as a temporary storage organ of urine. Urine entering the urinary bladder from the ureter slowly fill the hollow space inside the bladder. Urine is expelled from the body through the urethra. This is the two kidneys and this is the ureter and this portion is a urinary bladder, and this is the urethra. This is the picture of excretory system. See the picture carefully. Let's see about the nervous system. Nervous system is an integration of nerves and specialized cells called neurons. The human nervous system is divided into the following. First one is CNS. CNS means Central Nervous System. Second one is PNS. PNS means Peripheral Nervous System. Let's see about the Central Nervous System. So the nervous system is divided into the following. First one is Central Nervous System. Second one is Peripheral Nervous System. Central Nervous System. Central Nervous System consists of the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. First, let's see about the brain. We use our brain to think, read, and write. The brain is covered by 3 membranes. They are dura mater, arachnoid membrane, and pia mater. The brain is kept in a bony case called cranium or skull. It is made up of 8 immovable bones. The brain is made up of millions of functional units called neurons. Human brain is divided into 3 major parts. First one is cerebrum. Second one is cerebellum. And third one is medulla oblongata. What are the 3 main parts? Cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. Let's see about the cerebrum. This part is cerebrum, cerebellum, and next one is medulla oblongata. Brainstem, spinal cord. Okay. Let's see about the cerebrum. The forebrain consists of cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. It is the largest part of the brain. Which is the largest part of the brain? Cerebrum. It is the center of human memory, and it is responsible for intelligence, imagination, and reasoning. Next, second one is cerebellum. It lies behind the cerebrum. It coordinates the movement of the muscles of the body, and it helps to maintain the balance of the body. It helps to maintain the balance of the body. Next, third part, medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata comprises of pons and medulla oblongata. It is also called the brain stem. It is also called the brain stem. This portion is medulla oblongata. This is the cerebrum, cerebellum, and this is the medulla oblongata portion. This portion is called as the brain stem. It is called vital knot because it controls breathing, heartbeat, and in other involuntary muscles. It controls breathing, heartbeat, and other involuntary muscles. It connects the brain to the spinal cord. It connects brain to the spinal cord. So this is the 3 major parts of the brain. What are the 3 major parts of the brain? Cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata or brainstem. And see the picture of human brain. This is the picture of human brain, and cerebrum, cerebellum, spinal cord, and this is the thalamus, and next one is hypothalamus, medulla oblongata, pons, and brainstem. Okay, let's see about the spinal cord. Spinal cord is along a tube-like structure which extends from the brain. It lies within the backbone of our body. Spinal cord lies within the backbone of our body. Next, nervous system is peripheral nervous system, PNS. The peripheral nervous system consists of nerves extending from the spinal cord to all parts of the body. It is made up of two parts. First one is somatic nervous system. Next one is autonomous nervous system. Somatic nervous system carries sensations from the organs to the brain and take messages from the brain to the organs for movements. Autonomous nervous system controls the nerves of the inner organs of the body. This is the important points about the peripheral nervous system. Students, that's all. This lesson is over. You have to read this lesson in a home, and then you will see in next class about this lesson evaluation. Thank you, students.